Whether it could do more, whether it should do more, those are discussions worth having. But it certainly isn't a case that YouTube just flatly doesn't care. I would firmly challenge that impression. I don't for a moment think that YouTube just doesn't care. But it is what it is. But thanks again to everyone's support and the subbing to the channel, viewing stuff on it to get those metrics up, to get the watch time up. That has afforded me a little bit more security now than I had like 2 days ago, which I'm extremely happy about. Now that it's started to sort of cross certain milestones, my partner manager who helps manage my much larger channel can start getting involved and start, kind of helping me with that channel, like officially. Whereas prior to that, they're not allowed to. And again, that's completely fair, because I shouldn't get preference treatment on a channel that is different. They are two channels, but they are separate channels. And it would be completely unfair for me to be able to just fast track to getting all this kind of support just because I have a different channel that's big. But now I can actually, start officially getting some help with that. And like I said, some protections in place. Eventually, I'll get to the point where I can start doing things like monetization, gain access to a couple of the other creator tools. Mostly behind the scenes stuff that isn't nearly as important as being able to challenge erroneous claims and things like that. But still very, very nice, and will help the channel move along and help me get content up on there a little bit faster. Hydrate. Okay. Drinking a whole mug full of coffee starting now.
Blood will flow to seal the coming of my world.
No, that's actually the opposite of hydrating. I just drank coffee. Caffeine does not hydrate. I know, I'm being silly. Silas, yes, this is indeed, this is Oasis. Though this one has a frozen core and glaciers. It's also geoactive, but if I bring up the heat overlay, like this was a glacier, it's melted at this point. But a lot of the world is quite hot. Though I'm temperature controlling the base and areas around it to a certain degree. This was a glacier. It still is partially a glacier. Nice little area up there as well. Okay, I feel I'm going to have to disable this building briefly. I'm going to need to deconstruct that. I'm going to need to deconstruct this. And we are going to need to get all of those hooked up with the correct buildings to make that all work for me. Indeed, Lady Shilab has brought me extra drinks as well. Like it's a glass of juice that I can drink to actually be hydrated. Right, do we have enough for a couple more Atmo suits? Yes, we do. We don't have the... Oh, damn it, I keep doing that. We don't have the copper right now. Have we got any more copper in the works? Yes, we do. Good. Why are you choosing now to come down here, Manu? That would have been a good idea when you had a suit on and could breathe underwater and weren't going to get wet. Why? Explain to me. Go. Right, once all of this is hooked up, then we can allow the suits again. Oh, no. Ah, poop. You're going to start suffocating in your suit. I'm not going to help you. Nope. I'm going to leave this up to fate. You're going to go to sleep in a suit and suffocate. Because you're a derp. Okay, almost finished, so enable the building again. Pump. Hooray! Now I just got to hope that you try to go out through there before, you know, you suffocate. Okay, let's find out what we've got over here. We have got oxyfen. Down to cooking areas, grease monkey, that's not bad. Farts frequently, that's not terrible. That is kind of bad, but oxyfen it is. Now, technically, once I open this up, if I just let this dribble water down, I could just have a bunch of oxyferns over here just soaking that water in. But it's 95-degree water, so the oxyferns will probably die. So actually, on second thoughts, no, I can't. Alas. I've convinced myself that I can't do the thing I wanted to do myself. Anyway, oh well. Right. Is there anything else we can hook up into? There may be some coal over there. There's actually not an insignificant chance of that. Let's try and get over there and just see what there is to see. A little bit colder as well. Big Al? No idea what was going on with Big Al there, but sure. And we got a whole heaping lot of iron in here that we can get to. Also a load of coal. Also a bunch of iron over there. Also a lot of iron over here. So realistically, I need to be hitting these areas as well. Actually, let's go across a little bit further along. I don't want to risk bringing this in with us. So let's actually pop that there as well. But at that point, whoop. That'll do very nice. We'll also get some diamond. I rarely use diamond. It'd be nice to have. Iron ore right there. Can we reach it, I wonder? Holy. Getting across there will be a bit of a tricky one, though. Oh, or not, actually. There you go. Okay, warning. This is 40 minutes. This is your 40-minute warning before we switch over to Horizon Zero Dawn. And welcome in the morning. Blah. My face when I told chat to hydrate, but had no liquids of my own. Well, take care, Mr. Fianor. All 4 moors were used on Oni Bilal. That's why we're going to 6 hours instead of 5. We're already past the 5-hour mark. Alas, this does mean that we're going to get 2 less hours of Horizon Zero Dawn. So, or, you know, I'm going to get sucked into the story and end up playing it for far longer than I should. That is also a very likely possibility. Blah, storms off to make late dinner. Sorry, Belial. Right now, all we're doing is just waiting on a bunch of stuff to be done. What's wrong? Pipe is full. Okay, fair enough. Gonna want a little bit more copper, though. By a little, I mean quite a lot. Make 2 of these. Get those on the go. Oof. To be fair, the amount of oxygen getting into the rest of the base is not very high. It's breathable, but ooh, yikes! Big yikes! I mean, eventually it'll have finished filling all these up, but oof. Every time a suit is brought back, it needs to refill rather. To be fair, that's, you know, it's getting filled up, but it'll take a little while. I am noticing that some people are not getting back to bed in time. It's a bit of a pain. Probably also means they're not getting enough time to have breaks and the like. They've got their break right there. I'd kind of prefer for them to have their break around here. But I am going to increase the break length to 3. Oh, that's, of course, that's default there. That should give them a little bit more time to get back, do what they want to do. I'm also going to give them a tiny bit of a downtime right before bedtime, so they can hopefully get back to base in time and have a full night's sleep. We'll see how it goes. That should pump up their overall morale. Only the Force is stressed, and it has only been the Force that's been stressed for an inordinately long time now. This down here. Let's get this up to a 7. Wanna get that iron. Desperately want those steel gas pumps if I can get them. I don't feel I've made particularly a lot of progress in this stream, which is disappointing to me. Oh, no staining. Alas, it's time for me to sleep. Good night, Aavak, and good luck. Good night, chat. No, it's fine, man. Yeah, I don't mind using it for Arnie. I mean, I'm already playing Arnie right now, so no big issue to me. We are starting to run low on wood, unfortunately. That is going to be a problem. Okay, let's have a watch of where this oxygen is going. Yeah, it's all filling up the last one. Oh! Glossy Draklets! Not even from over here. From over here. Just a random 2% chance for that. Actually, that's not true. Those Drakkars would have been eating these for a long time. Thinking about it. Really? There we go. Hooray! Can they not eat mealwood that's grown in pots? Oh yeah, okay. Neophia. Given that chat is, I mean, it's not that delayed, but when I notice a message in chat, it's sometimes a little bit delayed. I have no idea what that refers to. You need to be a lot more specific, I'm afraid. By the time that I will read a message that contains that, that is already long past. Right, new principles. Tempting. Problem is, the moment I accept this, it's going to be loose in my base for a while. And that would be annoying. Like, deeply annoying, actually. I'd have to wait until it grew up, laid an egg, then collect the egg and stick it into wherever I was going to put. Oh. They said feel free to use it on Horizon Zero Dawn. That seemed to me like it was, you know, my choice rather than a request. If Vanya wants me to use it on HCD, then I can, but yeah, I don't think we're going to go for the Vole pup. There will be Voles on the surface. We'll grab one of those eventually. That being said, how close are we to... see, I'd need refined metals. Or obsidian. Or... no, actually, probably obsidian. In order to seal it in. Which should be tricky. It would be tricky. But if we could... If we had a little cooling ring somewhere all the way up there, then I could bring it regolith without having to cart the regolith all the way down into the main base. And the wonderful thing about Voles, shove Voles, is that they never, ever get crowded. They can't ever feel crowded. That is an amazing quality. Because it means that you can happily stick thousands of them in the tiny little space. They'll just be just as happy as ever they were. I'm going to say no to the Vole pup for now. I'll take the pufflet eggs. We cracking pufflet eggs? You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I will allow them to exist. Fuzzy Bear, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, mate. It is 16,000 kcals of meat, but I really don't need it. So, I'd sooner not just kill it because I can. Poop. I keep forgetting to put that back down to 6. Keep thinking about it, but keep forgetting it. We're about out of wood. That is going to be a problem. Because that's what's shoring up my current problems with power. Let's have a look at what I can do. Iron ore, please. Go ahead and make 600. Now, how much am I going to need for a pump? I'm going to need 50. Okay. Because to make iron, I need 70 kilos of iron, 20 kilos of refined carbon, and 10 kilos of lime for 100 kilos of steel. Alright then. We're getting somewhere now. I'm going to need a kiln. That'll do. I'm going to increase the priority of this, actually. Pipe blocked. What? Oh, yes. Quite true. Okay, I want to grab the electricals. At this point, I'm actually going to delete that from there. And this will allow them to... This just dribble down into the main pool. Hello, little Pip. Elder Pip. And Pip the Younger. Right, with that done, it's time for us to hook up this pipe. Donk. There's going to be an awful lot of polluted water that's going to pump up there. And not really go anywhere here, but... So to that end, I'm probably going to tell it to stop for now. We don't need to pump this up, because it's just going to dribble that back down. But for now, this won't be too bad. There you go. So that's at least one thing hooked up. I do need this made... yeah, pop that up on a 7, I guess. Getting through the carpet. Hello, Fuzzy Bear. Thank you very much for the Prime sub there. Diolch yn fawr. 3 months. 3rd month. 2nd best month. Right, let's have a look over here. How's everything going up here? Oh, you're going to go build that ladder. Yes, you are. Took you a while, but... No, oh, no, never mind then. We're going to grab the coal. That is also good. I'm not going to say it isn't. Are you ever going to get through here, though? Is a fairly big and important question. Yikes. How many more do we need? We need another 2. can only get one. This is starting to get good now. We're not seeing idle dupes because at any one time we've got 2, 4 sleeping. Or at least there are periods in the day where at least 4 of them will be asleep. And people have got so much more free time to hang out. They're generally happy. The Force, even the Force's stress is finally starting to lower. That is so good. So incredibly good. So get rid of that, please. Don't need that one there anymore. So absolutely happy with this. Kind of tempted to turn off the micro musher, really, but... Kind of tempted. Not certain on it yet, but... Okay, I'm going to deconstruct this. And if I'm lucky, the pip will immediately try to plant the seed there, and then I'm going to do the same over here. And then the same. We've got a lot of carbon dioxide in here, though. You know what? Rather than do that, let me cancel that quickly. Cancel. I would like this to be given a much higher priority to be done, and then I'm going to move all of the seeds out of here. Outside. Then, I'm going to move all of the oxyfern seeds in here instead. Farm plot inoperable? Oh, yes, of course. It's been the case for a little while. Need to replace that with just regular flooring. This was always going to be our means of managing the CO2 in here. But yikes. The consumption of oxygen here is actually quite high. Every now and then I imagine the oxygen is flowing past everything else, but I was going to watch. There we go. All of the suits are currently filled. And it only has to stop every now and then to top up what's there. So I imagine for the most part it's going to be okay. We'll see. There we go. Do rather urgently need to get at all of this coal, though. There we go. Oh, poor little shine bug. It's like, no, my sanctuary. Why? Quite a lot of lead here. The lead is just straight up melting, which is glorious. Right, I want seeds. Sweep only. Put it on a high priority. And with that, let's get this base swept. In fact, put everything in there. Oh no, none of this though. We'll take the sedimentary rock, but nothing else. There we go. We can cancel the sweep order up there. Don't need to worry about that. We just want the internals swept. Should be able to clear out the mealwood seeds particularly fast. Once they're outside, there's pips that... Well, actually, I'm not sure if the pips will be able to get to it, actually. But regardless, the main thing here is to get this area cleaned up so that I can get the oxyferns in here. And then once that's done, I'll be able to have the pips start planting said oxyferns.